Good morning. It's Thursday, February 22nd. Thank you so much for joining us for this edition of Up to the Minute. I'm Sade Campbell, and I serve as the Strategic Enrollment Communications and Social Media Manager here at Houston Community College. Pleased to be joined by my co-host this morning, Dr. Rima Adil, who serves as HCC Northwest's Dean of Student Success. Good morning, Rima.
Good morning, Sade. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How about you?
It's all going. Busy, but good busy. Good busy.
Yes. Well, on this good Thursday, on a short week, as we look ahead to the weekend, tell people if they want to watch us on the weekend, how they can find us.
All right. We are live on Houston Community College District Facebook page and YouTube. And not to forget, we are also on X, LinkedIn, and on HCCTV at noon, 5 and 10 p.m. Monday through Friday.
All right, for this Thursday Family Fun Day, we're welcoming back a partner to talk about its Lunar New Year celebration this weekend. Joining us to talk about that is Elizabeth Garcia, who serves as the manager of studio and gallery programs at the Museum of Fine Arts, Houston. Good morning, Elizabeth.
Good morning.
All right, happy to have you come through. It's my understanding that Lunar New Year expands well beyond those initial celebrations. So you and Reem are going to have a good conversation about what people can expect this weekend in just a second. But first, we have a guest to talk about all of the career opportunities that await our students in the Digital and IT Center of Excellence here at HCC. Joining us to talk to us today is Dr. Joseph Fleishman, who serves as the Associate Dean of HCC's Workforce of Center of Excellence. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, Joe.
It's great to be here.
Well, see, you waited till I rhymed. That's all that we need. All right. I've heard so many good things about the program. And I actually met a student who was interning in our at HCCTV in the program. So heard so many good things. Now, one thing, and then we talk about internships, we're going to be talking about career opportunities. One thing you always drive home, from what I can tell from my notes, is you say everyone is a college student. What do you mean by that?
You're absolutely right. Thank you. I say everyone is a college student because a comprehensive community college, especially like HCC, has a program for everyone. If your desire is to go to a four-year institution, well, you start here at HCC, and we're the roadmap that gets you there. If your desire is to get an associate's degree and get a job and enter the workforce, then HCC is exactly where you need to be. And if you desire to get a short-term credential that leads to a great paying job, you come to class for 6 weeks, 8 weeks, get a credential that industry wants and demands and pays well for, then we've got you covered. And if you never thought you were a college student, or if you never thought college was for you, I want you to know you are. You're smarter than what you think you are. The college has an opportunity for anyone who has a dream to be more than where they are today. Then Houston Community College is where you need to be, because we help dreams become a reality. So everyone who has a desire to succeed or dream to succeed can start right here.
Listen, wrap the voiceover up, put it on our next ad. That's what the people needed to hear. That is one of the best overviews I've heard about why choose HCC. I absolutely love it. And it's not fluff. It is true. You see it in a classroom. I see it on the enrollment side. I'm sure my co-host, Dr. Rima Deal, sees it all the time. It is so true. And for a lot of our students, the first decision that they have to make after they decide that they're going to go back to school is narrowing down their programmatic choice of study. Now, so it may be broad when students hear Digital and IT Center of Excellence. For those who may not know what it means and may not know if it's for them, what do you think they need to hear about that program?
I'll narrow that field down for you a little bit, okay? But first, I'll give you a why. Last night was the most interesting day. Went to a meeting last night with the U.S. Department of Foreign Services. And they were actually recruiting our students last night. They just came to us and said, look, We need 250 IT employees right now in the U.S. Foreign Services. Our starting salary is right in that range of 93,000 plus hardship pay plus everything else that can range anywhere from entry level can be from 93,000 to about 143,000. And they'll travel all over the world. And they're looking for individuals that have the skills we need in IT. So I think most people may have heard about AI, artificial intelligence. It's becoming so pervasive in our society that industry is using AI in just about everything. If you've ever clicked on an ad and then you've gone to a news feed and whatever you were just looking at pops up as an advertisement, well, that's AI. That's working for you. AI is everywhere and we don't even know it yet, but it's such an emerging field. So artificial intelligence, if you ever have had if you've had children at home who play games in the basement, you're like, get up, get out of the, guess again, because we have a digital gaming program where we actually teach people how to write the programs for games. And then we have a virtual reality center where they can then download those games and run those games. And the gaming industry is enormous in terms of job potential. So the other is cybersecurity. You got AI, cybersecurity, digital gaming. And what is cybersecurity? And what is the potential for it? If you're a company that uses a computer or you access the internet, or you have a network system, which is every company, you are in need of cybersecurity and people who are trained in the field of cybersecurity. Now, you can either go through a 2-year AS degree and come out with a degree in that, or you can enter a short-term credential like C plus or A plus. That's a 6-week program, and it provides you the entry point you need to get a job. So if you need a job now, and you want to get that credential, we can get that to you in 6 to 8 weeks. You can get a job, and then you can come back and get your A plus certification and your Cisco certification. And every one of those credentials stack is highly in demand and gets you a raise as you go along. So 6 to 8 weeks from now, you can be working. A semester from now, you can be working. Exciting program. Grow with Google. Google's given us 4 new credentials: cybersecurity, data analyst, IT support, and UX. And they've said every single person who gets this Google certificate will link them up to 150 employers who are looking for people with that credential.
I want to lean into a couple things you said. And one thing that's so true around AI is that we don't realize that it has been around us all this time. It's just now being democratized, right? And people are
That's
realizing,
correct.
okay, it plays into all these other roles. But to hear that a community college has a bachelor's degree program in AI is still just like mind blowing to people. And I also wanted to lean into the cybersecurity, right? We know of a college that ultimately got shut down. HBCU, is Black History Month. Lincoln University was shut down because of a cyber attack. Shut down all of their systems. Like, this is important work in these programs that you are teaching students these fields that they're going into. And when we say in demand, that's what we mean. Right.
Oh, we
That's
are.
why this is so crucial to these employers and our workforce partners are saying, listen, these are the skill sets we need. So I always want to drive home that our program leaders are talking to the workforce partners to say, hey, this is really what we need for your students to come into the field with.
Yeah, let me go back around that. You're saying the Bachelor's of Applied Technology and Robotics is mind-blowing? Absolutely. And it's mind-blowing because Houston Community College is the only community college in the country. I'm going to say that again. We are the only community college in the nation that offers a bachelor's degree in applied technology and robotics. So you can come to HCC and get your associate's degree in cybersecurity or Digicom or IT and transition into a bachelor's program for about $12,000 and exit that. And that's something no other community college in the country has been able to do. So that says a lot about our leadership. And the reason we're able to do it is because industry is lining up to partner with the Digital and Information Technology Center of Excellence and Houston Community College in general. Daily, we have industry that we meet with, CEOs of industry from AWS and Intel, and Siemens was here, and they're bringing another team back next week. And their question is real simple. How can we be a part of this? How can we engage and be a part of what's going on at the college? How can we hire your students? How can we get a jump start in hiring your students? How can we get resources into your program so that you can make sure that students are getting the skills we need? So Microsoft is a customer that we work with every day. Google is a customer that we meet with almost every day. Our partners, our industry partners are coming to us and saying, look, here's our challenge. We need 30 IT specialists. We need cybersecurity. We need AI. We need programmers. Can you help us find them? And every day we're meeting with industry that's saying, just tell us what we can do to get in and recruit your students. So if you're living in this region and you want a great paying job, estimates are that that entry level AI position starts at about $114,000 a year with a bachelor's, right? So if you're looking for a great paying job and a way to connect to industry, Houston Community College and the Digital and Information Technology Center, this is where you need to be, because we'll connect you to those people that will take you to the job that will change your life forever.
And I think that is a perfect place to wrap up this interview, where Dr. Joseph Fleishman has really summed up how HCC really can make your dreams become a reality. And whether that dream is to go into the programs that he's sharing, to be able to connect with those workforce partners, he has pretty much summed it up for you. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Joe. Dr. Joseph Fleishman is Associate Dean at HCC's Workforce Center of Excellence, and we'll have information posted after the show about our programs and how you can connect directly to him to learn more about them. Thanks so much for joining us.
It's a pleasure. Have a great day.
You too. All right. I'm going to kick it over to you, Rima.
All right. Thank you, Sade. Great show. Dr. Joe, we also picked up a couple of pointers. I know how to sell the program now. How about you, Elizabeth?
I'm having some thoughts of what I could do on my summer break now.
All right, we can sign you up. Let me first introduce. So we are moving on to Elizabeth Garcia, Manager of the Studio and Gallery Programs for the Museum of Fine Arts, Houston. Welcome to the show, Elizabeth.
So nice to be here.
Awesome. Let's begin with the basics of festival. We heard you all are celebrating the Lunar New Year Festival. When and where it will be held?
So the Lunar New Year, which is a 14-day celebration, we're super excited about it this year because it's the year of the dragon. So it's our most auspicious year. And this Sunday, February 25th, from 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock here at the Museum of Fine Arts Houston, we are going to be loud and proud and bright and loud, very loud, celebrating that year of the dragon.
That is awesome. So tell me this, I sometimes I wonder, the terms Chinese New Year and Lunar New Year, they're often used interchangeably, right?
They are, but
is it a difference?
Well, Lunar New Year is celebrated on countries throughout Asia, and so it isn't just specifically for China. So that's why we'll have Korean demonstrators, Vietnamese demonstrators, and activities and food, as well as Indonesian. We'll have Japanese representation and just a lot of different cultures, because isn't that what Houston's all about? It's about celebrating our cultures.
That is true. So tell us, is this your first time celebrating, or have you been celebrating the Lunar New Year previously?
We have previously done it. Our last one was in January of 2020. Nothing happened after that. And so we took a little break, but we are so excited to kick back up with the Year of the Dragon.
That is awesome. Then those of us who are just coming out to celebrate, tell us what sort of activities will be available.
Well, we're going to have a bunch of different performers, like I mentioned. We'll start off with some taiko drummers. and we will have a K-pop performance. So if you want to come see some K-pop dance and song, we will also have a bunch of art making, because what's the art museum without making art? And so we'll be offering paper lanterns to make, and ima plates, which is a Japanese tradition. We'll be making firework sculptures, because we can't do fireworks here at the museum, but we can make our own sculptures. We will have Korean drums that we're making. So like I said, it will be loud. And we have a bunch of different community partners coming in to showcase everything that they're doing. You can dress up in traditional Korean in dress, hanbok. And then also we'll have Chinese calligraphy demonstrations as well. And usually you get to end up walking away with maybe your name written in Chinese calligraphy.
Oh, very nice. Are you all giving prizes for best dressed if they come in culturally dressed?
No prizes except for, pride. And so, your own ability to post it on your social medias.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Mm-hmm.
I need a post every week. So yeah. What about the music?
The music it's a wonderful conglomeration of traditional, but then also contemporary music that we're going to have. Like I mentioned, we'll start off with taiko drummers. We also have the North American Youth Chinese Orchestra that will be performing. And these are children who are just absolutely amazing. We will have performers from Indonesia performing, as well as martial arts demonstration, which is pretty cool. And then we're going to end the day with a huge dragon and lion dance, which is the traditional dance that you often see where people are dressed up in the shimmery and with the lion heads, and they're just having a great time. And like I mentioned, it's loud.
Yes, it sounds loud and very interesting. We were also celebrating every year we do something different, but the Lunar New Year obviously has a special place among our student body, and everyone comes out to celebrate. And it's just so interesting to see when it comes to music. They talk about, when they bring in their instruments, they talk about how it has 1,000-year-old history, and it's just fascinating.
Yes.
It's just so looking forward to that. What about the food? I know we all enjoy Asian food. What kind of food do you all have? Or is
there's definitely going to be food. I love that we're a visual art museum, but we got to get those smells in too. So we have bubble tea, bao buns, dumplings, but then also Houston is known for their fusion. So we have some Filipino soul food that we're going to be serving, and Korean Mexican fusion, and Vietnamese Cajun food. And so those are all available for purchase. Additionally, our sponsor, HEB, will be handing out complimentary Asian pears.
Oh, wow. That's neat. HEB is always involved with everything that we do in the community. So kudos to them. So, now coming to the charge, is there a cost associated with it? Is there a ticket?
Well, like I mentioned, HEB is sponsoring this. So the entire event is free for everyone. And then also admission to the museum that day is free as well. So we actually have created a dragon hunt where you can go find all of the different representations of dragons throughout the museum. So you can pick that up, go look at some art, go eat some food outside, listen to some drums, make some art. It's a full day experience.
Very nice. I wonder how many people are there helping you all putting this show together?
Well, it's definitely more than just me. I mean, we have our volunteers, about 50 volunteers come and help. And then this is one of those interdepartmental programs where marketing and guest services and the learning and interpretation department and curatorial are all working together to welcome Houston over here to the museum and to celebrate the Lunar New Year.
That is wonderful. So, we are here. We have a lot of students here. Are you all looking for any other volunteers or?
Yes, you can always reach out to our volunteer services department.
Yeah, that would be a good place to volunteer. And knowing that there is no ticket, they can always go and enjoy the
Yes.
event. But our students are always looking for, community service hours and things. So that would be a good opportunity. So anything else, Elizabeth, that you have not shared with us?
I think I've shared everything I can. Just I'm super excited about this, and the weather looks good for Houston this weekend. So let's spend it outside and spend it at the art museum.
That is awesome. Okay, I'm gonna plan to be there. But thank you, Elizabeth, for taking time to be here with us today. Elizabeth Garcia is a manager of studio and gallery programs for the Museum of Fine Arts Houston. We will have your info in our post after the show. Again, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Back to you, Sharday.
All right. Well, in addition to that event that our Eagle community can attend, we also are going to wrap out with news events and announcements here at HCC. Going to kick things off with a conversation on mental health to help spread awareness. Let's start that over. To help spread awareness around mental health, counseling and ability services will offer a workshop to discuss the increase in mental health issues and how it relates to homelessness, suicide ideation, Title IX and other issues. Heavy topics, but know that you have support here at HCC. It'll be happening from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. March 1st. It'll be virtual, so check the post after the show for details on how to register.
Well, next we have the Doomed by Destiny drama production. Oedipus Rex is the ancient story of a man who seeks to uncover the murderer of the once king, only to find out that he is that murderer, trapped by fate and doomed by destiny. For the last 2,500 years, Oedipus Rex has been seen as one of the finest of all the Greek tragedies. You can catch this tale at HCC Northeast Caldwell Black Box Theater at 7:30 p.m. Wednesday to Friday, March 6th through 8th, or 2 p.m. Saturday, March 9th. For more info and to register, check our post after the show.
All right. Well, February is also Financial Aid Awareness Month. It's the perfect time to meet with one of our financial coaches. And if you're wondering, HCC has financial coaches? Yes, we do. They offer private confidential sessions that help students understand budgeting, accessing their financial aid package and refund, reducing student loan debt, and navigating student loan repayment and emergency funding to help stay in school. So all things that will help you understand how to better fund your education and manage your financial responsibilities while in school. Check the post after the show for details on how to connect with a financial coach.
Well, next we have a spring faculty exhibition that is system-wide. Our media art and visual performing department is always doing something. They are excited to announce it's a spring 2024 faculty exhibitions. Various galleries across the district are celebrating masterpieces created by HCC's own visual art faculty. Now through March, April, May, depending on the artist, exhibitions and receptions vary by campus, but it is all free, no registration necessary. Check our post after the show for more info.
All right. Well, another announcement related to Financial Aid Awareness Month. For those who don't know, we have an Eagle Promise program for recently graduating high school grads. Let's say it like that. So those who are graduating this May from high school, pay attention. We have our Eagle Promise program, which offers you a free degree at HCC. Eligible students have until September 30th to apply for the Eagle Promise program. And if the grants and scholarships don't cover the cost of a degree or certificate, Eagle Promise scholarship dollars will. This includes tuition fees and a book allowance of up to $500 a semester. Check the post after the show to share with a high school grad that will be graduating this spring.
Last but not least, HCC's spring second start classes have now started. And like all courses, they're either in person, online, or hybrid. I can tell you what these courses are. Online anytime is no established classes, meeting times unless listed. Online on a schedule Meeting time is set and course meets online. Hybrid, lecture classes meets partially face-to-face and partially virtually. In-person classes are face-to-face courses with traditional meeting patterns at various campuses and locations. Hybrid lab is laboratory is studio courses. To learn more about HCC programs, start dates, and options to cover costs, visit us at hccs.edu/apply.
All right. Well, coming up for Film Friday, we will welcome a filmmaker to talk about the importance of Black storytellers in cinema, TV, and journalism. And James Mabel returns to talk about HCC's upcoming career fairs and his new Alumni Affairs Association in his area. Thanks so much for joining us for this edition of Up to the Minute. We'll see you next time.